Into the next game here, we have Brand Theft Auto versus Absolute Zero, and this is our tiebreaker match. And you know, we had a lot of requests to watch the Twilight Assassins Fallen Angels game, so we're also going to be spectating that on another screen and giving you constant updates, pretty much how the game's going. Unfortunately, we can't stream both of them at once. That'd be kind of nice, but that's not really a possibility. So we're going to at least do some constant updates, so you have at least a little bit of idea how that game's going, as it is also the tiebreaker to decide who goes on to day 2. But as it is right now, we are in our own game right here, so we're going to just kind of focus on this guy. A nice little spread out for Absolute Zero. Looks like they're just going to try and protect themselves from any sort of invade or anything like that. While it doesn't look like there's going to be any early level 1, we can go over what's going on over in the Twilight Assassins. Sorry, this is actually not Twilight. It's Void Reavers versus Fallen Angels. Current lineup for the Fallen Angels is Final playing Lucian. Actually, can you read that one because it's kind of hard for me to see.
Well, it doesn't matter who's playing who. We'll just give you updates, let you know who's got the lead and stuff periodically.
Fair enough. Right now, the score is 11-5 in favor of the Void Reavers.
Alright, well this game has started up, buffs going out to each jungler.
Looks like a pretty standard start. We've seen this pretty much every single time. Everybody takes their own buffs. Really no lane swapping at all today. Now only Jackson is putting on some early pressure with that Tempest. Bot lane over here. A little bit of damage back and forth. You know, Lux versus Orianna. It's a pretty decent matchup. I mean, we saw this earlier today too as well. But a good little poke. Now, I know Cryojob's Orianna last time had a lot of issues. He wasn't able to do that well. So we'll see how he does this time. I mean, he was ganked a lot, had a lot of pressure put down on him, so it was a little difficult.
Yeah, it was pretty much just the early game pressure that put him behind early.
Tarek stepping up, taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to heal that off for not really any return damage at all.
Yeah, so. He has gems, so he's not too worried about it, but...
He's trying to get the siege minion, but you're still a couple hits off from that guy being executed.
He does get it there for a little bit of poke trade.
In the meantime, we got Wukong up in the jungle, kind of fighting Amumu a little bit. He's got him actually pretty low. It's a good invade by Wukong to kind of try and shove him off a little bit.
Wukong can definitely punish Amumu early.
It's going to be dangerous later, though, roaming in, especially with the Lux. Up in the top lane. Fix these guys right here. Up in the top lane, Vi actually holding their own pretty well so far, at least right now, against Lee Sin, even in CS.
Yeah,
seems like
and
they're
a
trading
level
even.
ahead already.
Yeah, absolutely. Corki caught up in a bubble. They actually blow the heal. They're going to go aggressively. Gets stunned, has to burn the flash. He then exhausts Nami to
Amumu's coming in.
Stop anything, but can he get the flash bandage toss? Nah, I don't think he's going to go that hard.
Yeah.
So 2 flashes burned. Very good job. Only exhaust burn on the side of Brand Theft Auto. Luck's still taking a little bit more poke damage here. Gotta be a little bit careful. Wukong is lurking over in the jungle by the side. And Primal Attack taking a lot of damage here on only Jackson as he flashes out of the queue. That's not going to hit him. And a good flash from only Jacksmith to avoid the Vault Breaker, which was in full charge.
Yeah, Vault.
Amumu coming in, doesn't go for the bandage toss, right up at the front. Just doing a little drive-by. Wukong, although coming in from the back, he is on a ward.
They could turn this around. But this,
he has to flash. A good flash to avoid the bandage toss. Looks like it almost hit him anyway still, but yeah, it would have been very dangerous if he got stunned up with that bandage toss.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the burst potential out of Lucian. I know it's not too high now, he just got a Doran's. But,
Vi just barely escaping the top lane brawl there. Jackson looks like he went under the turret a little bit to cause some pressure. But he did use his flash and igniter both down, so he can he's easily be ganked.
If I can just, as you can see, teleport back to lane, doesn't really miss much because the wave is right there.
Yep, now he's got a trick of getting all that CS under the turret. And Lux almost actually went down too. She's blinking red as well in the mid lane. Orianna's gonna have to, Orianna did a good job of fetching up Mumu now, being forced to cover the lane and also taking a lot of damage at the same time. So a good start. Both sides really even so far.
Yeah, Absolute Zero does have the gold advantage, but that could sway very easily.
Only 200 gold there. That's just a little bit. Now, do take note that Orianna is quite far ahead in farm over Lux. Only got 46 to 18.
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
So,
there.
I mean, that's the difference of the Chalice plus an Amp Tome, which could be very dangerous because if it was the one thing that shut down Lee Sin in the first game was the mid laner and the damage and crowd control, especially from Orianna.
Yeah, definitely. But they do have the Vi, so if the Lee Sin does get out of hand, they could always lock him down at will, assuming that Lucian doesn't get too far ahead.
Yep, and he's only one CS. He's one CS behind right now, so it's looking like they're in a pretty decent spot. Corki's a pretty safe 80 carry, definitely for sure. And meanwhile, over. Do a quick status. Oh, actually, never mind. Bottom lane gets caught up in the Aqua Prism. He's just gonna have to walk this one off. He's slowed a little bit, but because Lucian doesn't have any extra move speed, not gonna be able to do very much. The ult comes through for Lux, and it doesn't really do that much damage yet.
Yeah, so it's just a power up there. Usually the first Lux ult is used as a definite sniper just for farm.
Yeah, for sure. Meanwhile, over in the Void Reaver Fallen Angel game, the Fallen Angels just lost their first inhibitor in the middle lane. It is 19 to 7 in favor of Void Reavers. So they're definitely pulling ahead in that game. Alright, now back to the Absolute Zero Grand Theft Auto game. Again, Corki stepping up to take a little bit of damage, but the Aqua Prism just barely misses, so nothing gonna happen there. Jungler's hitting level 6. Now I think it's time to see some ganks. Maybe even a first blood.
Yeah, no team wants to get first blooded. Looks like Wukong is going to go into this Amumu. It's getting close to that point where it's going to be hard to go in on the Amumu.
Yep, it sure will be. They do have a pink down in the river, so we'll see if they do anything.
Yeah, they know Wukong's there. He's not fooling anybody.
Now, unfortunately, only Jaximus has about 30 CS up on Vi, and that lane is not pushing towards Vi at all either. It's been frozen pretty much out of experience now.
Yeah, he's got a good freeze going on.
And he looks like he's still holding it now. The only frustrating part is that at least the jungler is not ganking you also.
Yeah.
So you're not getting any minion experience, but at least you're not dying, which is kind of all you can ask for. Because Vi's going to be relevant for a while.
Uh-oh, Flash King
Flash King
taking a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of damage there from Orianna. Orianna stepping up. Got to be careful she doesn't get turned on. Wukong showing up bot. Doesn't find the engage he's looking for. And Lux forced to go back again. She's pretty much out of mana now. Wasn't able to pick up the Chalice, so without the Chalice, she really doesn't have very much mana regen from the 2 Fairy Charms. Mumu bot lane, still nothing. Teams are playing pretty conservative this game. I mean, you can definitely feel the pressure. And the ward just vanished, so they might not have seen Wukong in the bush there.
I think they did see him. There's like a delayed vision usually.
Well, we'll see if they go ahead and step up. They haven't seen anything. And he
definitely saw him there.
He went through stealth. There he goes. He's jumped up. The dazzle comes across, but a good Aqua Prism stops Corki from doing any return damage and the exhaust. Lucian's going to be able to get out of there, just burning a heal and exhaust. A really good gank, though, by Wukong.
Yeah, definitely. They had to do everything they could do to stop that gank, and they did.
We got Ping's mid lane. It looks like Amumu is going to try and make something happen. He is standing on top of a ward, and he's kind of low, so he needs to be a little bit careful. Going too aggressive, maybe under a turret or something like that, would definitely be bad. Meanwhile, we see in the top lane, Primal attack and only Jaximus duking it out again. And again, that's just that the sustain from Lee Sin is proving too much to provide a handle, even with their passive shield.
Yeah, Lee Sin doing a lot of damage early too.
It's good CS though. I mean, the CS in the top lane is being offset by the CS in the bot lane, or CS in the mid lane. He does land the Q. Oh, he does. He pulls a little juke.
If he lands on the Q, he'll definitely go in.
Oh, but of course.
Teleports back up. He should just go back and just teleport back in. I don't know why he's waiting.
I think he's going to try and stay. He's going to try and do the outplay, but he doesn't have very much mana. Wukong is on his way top lane, though. So this could be a potential tower dive.
I think it's more of a
by
potential
Wukong.
double kill, but... Oh, wow. A lot of damage coming in, actually. And he gets away.
A good escape. A good escape.
Yep, and Amumu's there, putting up a little line of defense, making sure.
Yep, looks like it's actually going to be a gank in the mid lane. Oriana's going on the aggressive before she can get on the defensive. Curse of the Sad Moment comes in. Here comes all the damage. She sidesteps the ultimate, maybe, but just still not enough damage here. Good job. Wukong going to try and come in here. Gets the flash out of Oriana, and here comes the ultimate. Amumu going to be able to try and maybe walk away. He picks up the kill. So, they trade evenly. Not too bad. And we do have the results actually for the for the Void Reavers versus Fallen Angels. Void Reavers ended up winning the game, so Void Reavers will be moving on to day 2. We will be sure to see them tomorrow. A little bit later, we'll post times of games and everything like that. Alright, so coming back to this lane, 1-1. Still people playing fairly conservatively. No dragons or anything contested like that. And again, we see a pretty sizable CS difference. Vi's been around 30 CS for probably 5 minutes now.
Yeah. Jack Smith's just not letting him get any waves. He's shoving everything in the tower, and he's not doing the best job of getting that CS onto the tower.
Yep. And it's hard to get CS onto the tower when you have to build tanky like that. And we see him already, he already has his team at done, so he's just going to continue shoving it up. Now, he is squishy, though. I mean, he had a good escape during the last little play there. Just constant damage on the turret, underneath the turret. Alright, we look like we got a gank coming in top lane again. He doesn't get the ultimate off though in time, and a nice kick coming in from Lee Sin. He actually follows it back in and turns around the kill onto Rowdy Rowderson. Going down, a good play. Really calm moves from Oli Jackson, knowing the potential of the character. Meanwhile, Amumu's coming in back behind the blue buff. We might see a potential tower dive up here. We'll just have to see how it happens. Oli Jackson is pretty much just ignoring Primal right now, trying to get the turret down. And now he's going to go on the aggressive, forces the flash. And that's really Lee Sin with 132 CS, just bringing down the pressure in the top lane.
Yeah, he's definitely, even though he's only got 1 kill, he's definitely snowballing that lane with the CS.
Yeah, the CS advantage is quickly becoming a little bit too much to handle. He just finished his Hydra as well as picked up some boots. And we'll be seeing him move probably onto the other lanes. His second item last time we saw him play was a Sightstone to help him give extra advantage.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we see a little bit of guys coming in. Flash King taking a little bit of damage, but she gets caught by the binding and fully comboed. Not much damage, but it does secure the dragon.
Yep,
for
enough
Grand
just
Theft
to
Auto.
tell her to get off.
And now we see an invade coming in from Wukong. He's ventured down from top lane. Puts down a little pink ward in the bush. They know it's there though, so it won't be any secret any longer. And it'll just be a minute before they probably clear that one out.
Yeah, if you're gonna put a deep pink ward in, you might want to sweep there first. I know the pink ward's objective is to clear wards, but if you're gonna put one deep.
And a good jump in. The shockwave hits, but you know, at this point, he's so far ahead that it almost doesn't even matter. He's gonna have to get one more auto attack that goes down. Wukong picks up the kill, and a 1-for-1. Not a bad trade. He does save the turret, so that works.
Yep, and they get a turret in return. Also, for that they did just lose dragon, so getting that turret does help.
And a quick little heal to help speed up so they can get away because Amumu's showing up, and they haven't started backing off yet. They're definitely going to get caught here if Amumu jumps in.
Tower's still at 100% health though, so I mean, I think it's too early to dive.
Yeah, and it's also worth noting that Amumu did rush the AP jungle item, so he has a spectral wraith, so he's not going to be tanky for quite a decent time. So sure, he can go in there and stun people up and do a lot of AoE damage. If he becomes the target of focus, he'll fall over real quick. A nice Valkyrie to disengage out of that. Doesn't get hit by the bubble, and we return to somewhat normal lanes for the time being. Now, Lee Sin actually, I will note, he picked up another pickaxe, so he's probably going to go for Last Whisper early, as opposed for getting any type of help. Mumu just hanging out in the bush. He's not going to get anywhere doing that, so good luck to him. There's about 100 CS lead up in the top lane.
That's huge for less than 20 minutes too.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be definitely an issue. I mean, most of the other lanes, they're not doing too bad in CS.
Well, mid.
A little bit of a lead. A little bit of a lead in the bot lane. Not too much. I mean, they're pinging Lee Sin, but it's going to be hard to catch him. He does have 2 wards available to jump to.
Oh.
A nice kick lands right on top of Wukong. That's going to stop that engage right in its tracks.
And then, I don't know if he knew exactly. He knew Wukong was there, but that was good that he got the kick to hit Wukong. I don't think he knew exactly where he was. He passed over a ward earlier.
Yeah, you would assume he would be coming right at you, but again, you know, the Lee Sin mechanics, he's shown really strong Lee Sin mechanics. I'm surprised it wasn't banned out against him.
Well, bot lane's gonna have a go at the Lee Sin. She's just going to safeguard out because Lee Sin.
Because Lee Sin drops a ward. They take out a pink ward. Hey, they found a pink ward in the process, so overall it was worth. But then they need to watch mid lane. A flash Wukong ultimate engage onto the Lux. Gets a knock up on Amumu as well. He's going to pretty much solo out Lux entirely by himself. Corki comes in with the good guy secure, and they're going to continue. Corki has to flash away. Meanwhile, top lane, Lee Sin fighting onto the Jaximus. Picks him up in the turret range, but still not doing that much damage. He's just going to heal that up in just a second here and probably pick up a kill.
Yeah, that was just an easy kill to pick up. Easy to get out. Wukong's not coming out. I don't think he can do anything, but...
And it's unfortunate because with how much extra damage is coming on, or how much extra healing the Wukong gets, you see something just like that. Runs in, a 1-2 kick, double kick, ignite and dead. And the ultimate comes through, one more attack. There you go, Orianna showing some nice mechanics.
Yeah.
Again, you know, it's the second time she's had good ball control, but bad rotations means the top turret's going to lose another turret. Turret's now 2-3 in favor of Brand Theft Auto, nearing into a 3,000 gold lead.
Yep, so close for this matchup. I think if they get a little bit more gold lead, they can maybe snowball down to a victory, but I think Absolute Zero is going to want a team fight here shortly off of a pick, most likely.
And very good, you know, a lot of credit to Orianna. She's keeping up CS perfectly fine. She's got the exact same CS as Lee Sin right now, who we've seen in a much harder, just a difficult lane, you know?
Mm-hmm. Lee Sin's pretty much had a free lane. Except for the few times he's had to run away from ganks.
Yeah, once that lane starts to snowball, there's really not much you can do to help it. and he comes out, doesn't quite hit. And that's another turret on the side of Grand Theft Auto, so they're going to be pushing it forward.
Corky getting caught out here.
Yeah, Corky's going to go down. Lee Sin, you know, he takes all the damage underneath the turret, but he just pops the Hydra, man, and he's completely back to full health once again.
Tarek wants a piece of that Lee Sin.
Tarek's going to bring the damages.
Gonna keep Dazzle.
The Dazzle's real.
Vi's coming in though. They might actually just go for something here. All ultimates are up except for Wukong.
An instant kick. Instant kick away.
He's drawing so much attention top lane.
Yeah.
His team can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they just took a free uncontested Baron. I'm not even sure if Absolute Zero knew about it.
Nope, they don't have it warded, so there's no way they did.
Completely falls over. And now we're reaching onto a 5,000 gold lead. Just 2,000 just a minute ago.
Yep, they're getting there. I mean, they got a turret and a dragon, so.
Well, we'll have to see how it pans out. It'll be interesting to see if they can bring this one back. I mean, they definitely need to start team fighting. Without a doubt. They need to bring it together and start trying to utilize some of their high AoE damage composition before this Lee Sin gets out of control, like we've seen him do in numerous games so far.
Yep. Pick up the Moby boots too.
And we see an exhaust going in, but yeah, he's still just not taking the damage. And it's not that he's not taking, it's just that there isn't any damage that's being done, you know?
Yep.
Because he doesn't have tankiness. He doesn't have tankiness combined with what he gets back from all the lifesteal he has. Makes him seem like he's invincible. And here we go, a coordinated attack again. He's going to safeguard away and continue hitting the turret. And they're just going to go ahead and let him do his thing, and then they're probably going to see a double kill here. Jumps through, the ult comes down. A good heal, flash away, but he's going to have the kick. Ooh, a flash and a flash. That means that they get out of this one safe and sound.
The rest of the team are coming in. Corky and Wukong are going to collapse on this. Oh, Corky changes his mind, but Wukong's going to go in and see what he can do.
Well, Wukong actually got engaged on and is forced to blow his ultimate because that one kick took about half of his health away. And again, you know, he was just low. He's going to have all of his health back up again. Only Zaximus just kind of destroying the competition right now. And you know, Vi's only died once, but she is down like 140 CS, which is pretty difficult when Lee Sin's pulling. I mean, Lee Sin and Orianna are both farming very well. They're pretty much at 10 CS a minute almost right now. Lee Sin's actually beating 10 CS a minute. Flash King looks like he's gonna get. They flash over the tidal wave. Another flash to follow, but there's no Wukong ultimate, so he's not gonna be able to do very much. And here comes the calling. Somebody better step up and take it. Ooh, a nice shockwave, but like there's just no damage to follow up with that, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's when you need your Wukong ultimate right there.
Yep, and your Wukong is far dead. We see Jackson is going in. He's gonna get the double kill, but he finally goes down. 6-2. Corky gets the shutdown for that one, and they're gonna ride around on low health.
Yeah, they need to be careful. One binding from Lux could end their lives. Well, probably not Vi's, but Corky's definitely.
Well, Mumu's sitting up with full health. He's got his ult too, so he didn't even use that.
Well, movement was very low though.
Yeah, he was during pretty much the entire engage. Probably would have turned out a lot worse if he had just a little bit of mana to drop the curse of the sad mummy. And we see Jaximus, you know, he didn't go for the Sightstone this time. He just went for pure damage.
Yeah, he's so far ahead, he might as well.
Yeah, well, that's the easiest way to carry a game. You just build straight damage, so it's 5 to 10, but we're looking at a 7,000 gold lead, and it seems like every few minutes I say that, it's increasing by 2,000. So we'll have to see. Got about a minute and 40 on the dragon. I'd imagine a Baron would be probably the next call.
Yeah, at this rate, at least I can probably solo it.
Come on, Lee, solo dragon. Do it. We know you can. He got his sight stone. There you go.
Yeah, he did get a sight stone.
He just wanted to show us how far ahead he was.
Yeah, there's only like what, 2 items even completed for
not even the two. Three main
now.
items completed on these side. We have a Death Cap, a Fiend's Unholy Grail, and a Bloodthirster. Those are the only 3 completed items. Lee Sin has that alone. On top of a Blade of the Rune King, matching mid lane, Spectral Wraith, and Sunfire Cape. I guess you could say the jungle
Here we
item.
go.
The Duo Dragon?
The Duo Baron.
Or Duo Baron? You may as well. I mean, you got no damage. Lucian's bot lane.
They don't even know this is going on right now.
Nope, they sure don't. And they're positioned so well around it. You just gotta go check the Baron.
They're already almost done. That was a quick one.
Yeah, and I mean, they haven't really hardly taken any health at all. Amumu's really good at taking Baron. You just get that extra little AoE % damage. Get a free Baron.
Yep.
Very well done from Brand Theft Auto. And I'm about to say it again, 9,000 gold lead. Just 2 minutes, almost exactly. Passing over the red buff there. I would imagine to see a push relatively soon for the end of the game. If they take this advantage and push it onto a team fight, I don't think that right now they have the damage that it takes to bring this game back under control. They just don't have the damage built right now. They would definitely need to hold it out for quite a longer time before they can do anything else.
Yeah, they're gonna blow everything on Lee Sin here and.
Oh, the rocket comes through. The spare rocket ends up taking him out at the end.
Yeah, I'm not new. Pretty good with those rockets.
Amumu engaging on. He pops the ultimate. Wukong is stealth for the entire thing, but it doesn't matter because he's got so much damage coming through. And a 2-person ultimate, but that's not going to do very much. Lux laser whiffs up to the north. And they're going to disengage down one Wukong.
They didn't have Corki for that either. I'd say maybe could have tried something.
Another bandage toss mixed with the calling. That calling is doing a ton of damage. Corki pursuing around the left side, says not to go for it. Another turret falls 6-2 now in turrets. And we're well over the 10,000 gold lead now. Yeah, man, I'm almost at my limit for casting today. What have we been at, like 7 hours now?
Yeah, 7 hours, almost non-stop.
7 hours? It's pretty intense. I think Riot should give us money. They should give us a job. That's what I think. Make a little straw poll for it. But yeah, 6 to 12, 12,000 gold difference. And still, you know, Aranduin's is the only new completed item since we talked about that.
Yeah, it's because, well, they're losing all their gold income pretty much. Because anytime they do try to push a lane, Grand Theft Auto shows up and they just have to back off.
I'm pretty sure that Q just went right through Tarek.
It looked like he whipped it. I don't know.
Oh, the fail flash, unfortunately, from Corki. But he's not going to get out of there. Wukong jumps in to save his friend and maybe get out of the way. Yep, he does a good ultimate from Wukong, but it's unfortunately we have to use that so defensively because of a fail flash.
Ooh,
And then the snipe comes in, hanging around too long. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll see if they can pull anything here. Some sort of a miracle defense. Maybe Jack Smith will just go stand under the Nexus turret. What do you think?
Possibly,
Ultimate comes in, 3-person ultimate, but I'm not really even seeing health bars besides Lux go down. She really wants to die to that turret.
Yeah.
I had to step back in it a couple times, but the health bars just really aren't falling. Oh, actually, Orianna, good ball management and just managed to take down the kill.
They could still win the game off of this, though. Even though they only have, 3 members left, they could still win the game.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be able to push down. It's definitely a despairing situation. 31 minutes into the game and not looking too good. They go on to... Oh, yeah, there you go. Lucian gets taken down. They're going to pursue onto a Moo. We'll see what they can do. Charging up the Vault Breaker. Doesn't quite connect. And he forces the flash, so... Flash is for Flash. Flash is there. Both summoner spells actually had to burn the exhaust.
Yep.
But even after that defense, still looks pretty difficult to go ahead and make a comeback like this. From how far they're down, all they have to do is push through that one inhibitor and then move on. Right, Lee Sin moving up towards the front, try and get him. Doesn't land the Sonic Wave though, so you can't really fold that one in. And you know, man, I think this might be the final push. The Nami Wave comes through, it slows down Taric, and then we get the Spell Thief to slow it down again. Here comes the Shockwave Orianna combo, a great hit, but it only takes out Orianna, it only takes out Nami. Lee Sin in the back line, peeling off very well. Taric now goes down, Vi also falls down. Nami's still the only casualty on the side of BTA. Lee Sin living with a sliver of health, gonna re-go back in, grab another shield, probably heal up. Corki falls down, Orionna's dead, and Wukong is the only one left to survive.
No Pentarino?
I don't think there's a Pentarino in our last game. No Pentarino in day one at least, but
Wait,
this looks
maybe.
like it is gonna be the game in favor of Grand Theft Auto, slowly taking down the turrets. Just a matter of time. Oh wow. Lee Sin actually went down. Wukong got him.
He did dive that next turret though.
Yeah. Hey, he got him, man.
Wukong's gonna be a hero.
Wukong's gonna get the quadra kill.
Terry's back up. Those gems. He needs to stun the Lucian, but...
Alright, well, GG to Grand Theft Auto. They're gonna be moving on.